The Mississippi House passed a bill that would gradually eliminate the state income tax, reduce the grocery tax, add a 5% gas tax, and add an optional 1.5% sales tax to cities that cities can choose whether to opt in or out of. This bill passed out of the House Ways and Means Committee on January 14th and passed through the House today, January 16th. The 1.5 sales tax would be automatically added into all the cities, and their boards of aldermen or city councils would have to vote to choose whether or not to keep that tax. Mississippi currently has a gas tax of 18.4 cents, so this would add another 5% tax to that number. If the Senate ends up passing this bill and Governor Reeves signs it, it would eliminate the state income tax from 4% to 3% this year and reduce it by 0.3% every year for 10 years until the tax is totally eliminated. Mississippi's 7% tax on groceries would fall to 2.5% in 2036, following a similar pattern to the elimination of the income tax. Currently, how grocery taxes are split is that the city that collected the tax, so let's say you grocery shopped in Hazelhurst would collect 18.5% of that tax and the state would collect the rest. Well, now under this new bill, the state would collect all of that revenue. So that's why there's this new optional 1.5% sales tax that cities can choose to keep in order to make up for lost revenue from the grocery tax. And the 5% gas tax that's included in this would add $400 million to the Mississippi Department of Transportation's budget for roads and bridges. But the most important part of this is that the state is going to lose $2.2 billion of revenue from eliminating these taxes, but it's going to gain $1.1 billion in revenue from the additional grocery tax and the city tax. And it's going to have a deficit of $1.1 billion, meaning every year we would lose $1.1 billion under this plan. That's why eliminating the income tax is kind of tricky, because in order to eliminate a tax in one place, they have to add a tax in another place, hence the grocery tax and the new city sales tax.
Several Democrats asked Representative Trey Lamar, who's author of this bill, how they're going to make up for the budget deficit. And basically, Representative Lamar said that we have a surplus of $700 million sitting in the bank, in extra money. And the gas tax would add about $300 to $400 million to the Mississippi Department of Transportation's roads and bridges budget, which we currently don't have a budget to maintain roads and bridges. And then the city sales tax of 1.5% would generate about $600 million. Mississippi Representative Amiria Scott brought forth an amendment that would have made the grocery tax immediately be eliminated as soon as the bill goes into effect in July 2025. But that amendment was tabled, meaning they decided not to pass it.